Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Repentance, where today, the Forgotten is going to go to the chest. Nothing too complicated. We're just gonna have a good time. Curse the Blind, this is this is just what we're gonna have now. We're never gonna see our items again in the basement. It's just done. We're done with that nonsense. Who wants to see items anyway? Quite frankly, it's a gift that we're often underestimating its importance of. Let's just do this. Nice thing about Forgotten is that you can sometimes rectify your mistakes if you're just quick enough, so that's nice. I kind of wanted to use those bombs to open the potential secret room that is probably adjacent to this room, but you know, I'm just here to have a good time. I just did some lost stuff. It ended up away. And now I'm just having a good time, chilling out, having a ball. So that's what we're going for. We're just nothing too complicated. We've even done Delirium on this character already. We just want to make it to the end. I have 100% forgotten what was in my shop, but it's mostly because I am the Forgotten, but also because I was Cursed the Blind, I suppose. Little Haunt never hurts to have on your side. We're just gonna run for it. I could just like really try and run for this one, I suppose, but don't think I particularly need to. I guess one thing that I also still kind of need to do is beat the lamb without picking up coins and bombs and such. I really need to actually get around to doing that at some point, and the Forgotten probably isn't a terrible character to do that as. But I don't know. It's one of those things that I still need to do. I should probably just do it as Azazel at some point just to get it out of the way, because it's, well, tedious. And I wouldn't mind to at least try that, I suppose. There's a tinted rock in there, so that is lovely. With a golden chest that I have no keys for, I'm just gonna grab this half a heart and walk into the sacrifice room for funsies. Hoped to get at least like something there. I think you can get like a coin if you're lucky, but fair enough, fair enough. Famine, I guess that is at least another soul heart, so that is appreciated. I do need to be a little bit careful from this point on, but I can just keep them on those rocks. Then it is no problem at all. We got some health back. We get a ball of bandages. So we technically have a chance to get Bandage Girl. Very unlikely, I suppose, but technically not impossible. If we manage to find a box of friends somewhere and just a couple batteries. So if we just believe hard enough, then that would be nice. If we find a library with a Book of Revelations as well, then we actually have a decent chance of making that happen as well. So we have some things to hope for. So, you know, hope is good. And hopefully we can take that hope to whatever hope is required for. Range down. Not the worst. It's a little annoying for sure with this character, but we'll get around it. Still also just looking feverishly for that gulp pill. I'll take butter. For fun, I guess. I have no real use for butter, I suppose, just yet that I can think of. Perhaps we'll find some way to incorporate it in a somewhat useful fashion into our build, and I, for one, cannot wait. Oof. These ones do go pretty quick, though, but if you get them to take a little bit of damage, then taking care of them is no problem at all. Verp? That's not terrible to have in the pill pool, at least, so that's kind of nice to know. Again, with gulp in the back of my mind at all times, I don't hate that. A little bit close to losing one of my bone hearts here, but still just gonna risk it with the slashies instead, because it does deal significantly more damage in a shorter period of time, and I'm hoping I can get away with it. Obviously not guaranteed in any way, but it still would be nice. I could also just go for Devil Deals, which I think I did the last time as well, and it didn't really hurt me that much, I think. That's not great. Could try this. I don't know if this would work if the secret room was there. I'll actually take that instead of butter, I guess. Even though butter is one of the better items in the game. If you particularly want to drop your active item, which as its uses as Tainted Isaac and possibly some other character. Maybe just regular Isaac with Birthright and stuff like that. And yeah, you know, that can lead to some good stuff. I think my secret room might be here, but it's kind of difficult to tell. If one bomb, I don't really need bombs for this run in particular, though. That's not too worrying. I could just use the bomb to blow open this chest instead. Might have been able to move them a little bit closer to each other, but fair enough. We did manage to heal up our red hearts again, which is I care a little bit more about right now than soul hearts. Because if need be, I could at least use the soul hearts to just get a devil deal and not worry about stuff too much. This is lovely though. Check if my secret room's over there, because we do have a couple bombs available now. I'm also just gonna open this up real quick. Magic 8 Ball, not bad for the planetarium chance, I suppose. Also a strength card, not bad for just dealing a whole bunch of damage, so that is also quite lovely. And let's see if we're lucky. Nope, okay. Well, then we'll just use a key, I suppose. I could skip the item room in the hopes of getting a planetarium, but I never... well, I should have. I definitely should have. This is not better. Every time... I swear I've read that this item rerolls enemies into enemies with similar health or something like that. And I've genuinely never felt like that's been my experience with the thing, so I don't know. It always feels significantly worse in every possible way when I reroll enemies, but maybe today will be the day where it ends up being actually really, really powerful, and I for one cannot wait. So that's exactly what we're going to be hoping for today. We got... there's options for the boss room items, I don't mind that. This could be a Joker card, and I'm just going to risk it. 2 of spades. I'll use that immediately and just keep the strength card, I think. I don't mind the extra damage. If we had one more bomb, I'd probably be able to go into my super secret room, because it's almost certainly going to be up there near the shop, but fair enough. Attacking this boss because of, well, mostly just forgetting that you have the option, but also kind of want to have... yeah, I'll take either of these, really. I'll just check the devil deal first, yeah. Don't regret my choice at all. Because that'll give me a soul heart, and that'll give me some more soul hearts. And now I still have the soul hearts from this as well. And also just oodles of damage, so there is nothing more to worry about. There's half a heart in there, half a heart in my shop. So I could play the demon game, the kill game? I forget what it's called. Not the shell game, the hell game. That's what it's, I think, called. Maybe we'll get some... well, black heart, that's not bad. And a spider. Well, I'd call us winners in the grand scheme of things, so fair enough, I suppose. With that, just gonna heal up real quick. We have a whole bunch of health. Our damage is at, well, pretty damn high. Even when we're a ghost, our damage is actually pretty good right now. So there's a reasonable chance we might just make it to the chest and win. And I, for one, cannot wait to see how that pans out, because that is the point of the video. And while y'all can just skip forward and see if I won or not, I can't. Alright, that was fine. That was an okay reroll, I suppose. Probably a little bit easier, even. This is worse. These are enemies that usually show up much later in the run for reasons that they're scary, and I don't care for it. I'll take that. Conjoined is always fun, especially with bones in hand, I suppose. It just, there's a good feeling attached to it, and I'd like to feel those feelings whenever I can. And that's what we're going for. These rooms are lovely. Should probably just blow up the barrel in case there's a crawl space underneath those rocks, but I've already walked away from it. Explosive enemies turn into a brimstone fly. You know, just a classic enemy from Sheol. That's just how we're going to play this game, and that is why I usually don't bother. But I feel confident that today is going to be the day. That's enemies that show up in the room. Oh, good stuff, good stuff. Do I want to risk this? Not really. No, I don't think I want to risk that at all. Actually, that sounds like a terrible idea, but could be fun. Oh no, enemies. You know what? Let's spice this run up a bit by just going ham with this thing. Although, I don't care for this. I don't like that those... oh, jeez. Okay, you know, I have changed my mind. I was aware that we were getting enemies from the womb, but to get laser eyes, like the brimstone eyes this early in the run is maybe a bit too much for me right now. So let's just not bother with that nonsense and just move on with our lives pretending that we never made promises such as let's spice it up a little. But simultaneously, I do kind of want to keep using it because maybe that way I'll appreciate the item more if I just keep using the damn thing. Because quite frankly, it's not gonna happen if I just speculate. I really need to have the full experience. Like, what even happens here? Well, actually, that's probably better, actually. Might be good for that specific room, for the, like, sort of random wall crawlies, because those can be pretty annoying. So yeah, I actually don't hate it for that. Fair enough, game. You're starting to win me over with this horrendous nonsense. So, you know, I'm being sold. With habit, I could reroll more frequently. That's good. Really, yeah, really good. I just kind of want to see the rest of this floor first. Wouldn't mind looking for my secret room. There's a couple places where I wouldn't hate it to be. Actually, quite a lot of places where I wouldn't be surprised if it was. One of which is that room. This room's also possible. Yeah, it's pretty rough. There's actually a lot of options, but let's try this one first. Cool. Okay. Okay. We are doing two things this run. We're just gonna do Mother as well then after we're done with the chest, I suppose, since I have the option. Just need to not die, I guess. I'll start taking this run a little bit more seriously now. Because that is a lot of good potential for good times, actually. So it's mostly just a matter of can I manage to not accidentally press the use item button somewhere in this run, and that genuinely kind of concerns me. Having said that, wouldn't have minded this Arky in the previous run as the Lost when I was looking for it for over half of the run. That run took so long, and most of it was just trying to find the Arky and failing. Like, it was really unfortunate for sure. I need to not take damage anymore because then I will lose my bone heart, and I don't want to. I honestly think that worked out just fine. No devil deal, box, or damage up. I'll take the damage up this time around. I could get the second knife piece already, I suppose, but I think for now I'm just gonna stay on the regular path, and then on the second run through I'll just fully focus on the other direction instead. Probably just want to make this as easy on myself as possible. Try to get a good enough build. If I had Dreamcatcher, I'd almost certainly go in the other direction though, but since I don't have Dreamcatcher, that doesn't actually work, because you can destroy rocks with this, but not with the swingy. That's unfortunate. But fair enough, I suppose. Onwards we go. It is nice to first just be able to leisurely go to the chest before going to Mother, though. It does make life a little bit easier. Not that Mother is particularly difficult with this character, with the extra defense you get from just being able to hide behind a stone statue at times. It's still just really nice to get it, isn't it? Pretty fly. Also, probably want to look a little bit harder for that gold pill now, since the run is going to take a little bit longer anyway. Also, if I can find a school bag, I'd actually be really happy about that. Might just actually go for anything pill-based, just like little baggy, all that good stuff. Probably, well, if I can get school bag, then I could get placebo as well, stuff like that. There's a lot of options available. I spawned a lot of enemies after killing that one guy. But fair enough. I'm really actively, like, removing my left hand from the use item button right now as well, because I am genuinely concerned that my somewhat lack of experience with this character, I suppose, is going to make me accidentally, rather than turn into a ghost, just accidentally use my Arky instead, and I am ready for that to happen. It's going to be kind of soul-crushing, but simultaneously, it just means we get to do another run as this character, and I suppose that's not the end of the world either, so I don't mind it either way. I'll leave that full heart there for now. I'll just take this instead. And it's not like I say that I have a lack of experience with the character. I have, I guess, played this character a decent amount, but usually when I'm done with a character, I just kind of let it go. And, well, this character is really interesting. I honestly haven't really played him that much beyond just the initial unlocks, I suppose, so I wouldn't mind another run, is all I'm saying. It's really the whole summary of the story at the end of the day, I suppose. But for now, I will not focus on the possibility of accidental failure through a twitchy hand, and instead try to just do my best. I'm not sure where my super secret room is. Yeah, I really didn't even try to dodge that. I just sort of accepted my fate there immediately. Unidentified pill. Tears down. Oh, that sucks. It's not as bad as it looks like. It's not a minus 2.13, but it is a little bit of tears down. I'd never really like that, of course. Lil Haunt doing his best to keep that champion away from me, which I appreciate. Lil Haunt actually winning against the champion before the champion decided to come back to me. I definitely appreciate that. Black Candle. Can't really say no to that, I suppose. It also gives me some extra Devil Deal chance, so that's pretty good. I'll take the remaining Soul Heart as well. But should probably try and save my money a little bit. Should probably blow up some mushrooms here and there as well. Not sure why I decided to go with the singular mushroom out of all the options that I had there, but you know, I've made weirder choices in my life related to Isaac decision making, so I'm just gonna go with it. Follow your heart. All that good stuff. I could probably... I don't think I can quite reach it. If I just throw it... Yeah, that doesn't work. Oh, right, I have the thing. Good. Also, I guess I can blow up the things. Oh, I can blow up those as well. That's interesting. Can I blow up shopkeepers then? I mean, I might as well try at this point. Oh, right, and I can just open secret rooms with this. Oh, God, I completely forgot how good this item actually is. You can open so many things with it. I completely forgot about that. I can also just blow up mushrooms with... Oh, jeez. I could have done so many things already. I just genuinely blanked out on what I had for an item there. Alright, that changes things a bit. We're gonna spend some more time in this room then. Because I would really like to get a bunch of gold pills. And the best way to do that is to destroy a large quantity of mushrooms. And potentially just find one in there. Or find Lil Baggy. Really, I wouldn't mind finding Lil Baggy and turning all those cards into pills as well. Maybe a PhD, that would be pretty nice. You know, just good things all around. That's really what we're hoping for this day. Unfortunately, all these mushrooms have lost the ability to contain a pill. And you can bet your little horse that I am feeling a little sad about that. That old classic saying. Betting your little horse. I've heard it. We've all heard it. We've all said it. This is a normal thing to say. Occasionally you get sayings confused, but never admit to that. Always just say, yeah, that's what I meant to say. This is a real saying, you just don't know it. And in a way, you'd always be right, because sayings gotta come from somewhere. I think the super secret room is probably near the shop somewhere, but I don't want to walk all the way back again. Might walk all the way back to get my health back, I suppose, but unless I just get a healing item here. Well, yeah, that works. I'll leave that there for now. Book of Belial or Bloody Gust. I don't really care. Simultaneously, it's not like I'm lacking the health or anything, but I don't really. I'll just take it. Don't worry about it too much. Let's just keep going. It gives us some extra tier rate, gives us some extra slashing powers whenever we take damage, and I do love me some damage from time to time, so might as well take that. This room is quite a bit nicer when you can just fly over things. Would love to get flight, actually, I suppose. That isn't just ghost-based. Because, it would just save a bit of time. I'd never really have to become the ghosts anymore outside of silly shenanigans. I'd just like to return to that room in a second, though, because I thought I saw something. Might have been just my imagination, but let me check that out one more time. Yeah, I thought I saw like one of those extra special rocks, but I think I might have just been seeing things there. Like that one right there, but I think, yeah, I'm wrong. Well. Oh, well, that works. I'll take that, I suppose. Random ghost baby in a thing. It has a chance of happening. It is part of the conjoined transformation at the end of the day. So we also slightly increase our chances of getting that bandage girl every time we get a R key as well, so that's nice. I guess I could just use Tainted Cane to make a bandage girl at some point. I wonder how difficult that would be. But out of all the characters, that would be probably the one that's most likely to be easily able to create it, I guess. Yeah, I should probably look into that. It's so boring though. I've really been thinking about how to do a Tainted Cane video, because his whole thing is that he can just craft a bunch of stuff with things you find, and they're all fixed recipes, so if you know the recipes you can just get real silly with it, but it's like you're just sort of following a recipe book when trying to do your Isaac run. There is there's still some randomness involved in actually trying to get the stuff, of course, but it does limit it a bit in terms of how interesting can you make your run. And there's a couple of, there's actually just guys online that are like, just make these 3 items and you're good to go for pretty much the whole run. I'm drowsy. And I could just follow one of those, I guess, but it's just, the character, it does not interest me that much, but I probably should at least try him out at some point. Maybe I just shouldn't look into recipes and just wing it and just hope that I get something interesting that way. But I'm not sure how viable that is with the character if you just end up with lunch 100 times. Having said that, the item description mod is pretty damn good at showing roughly what you need to, what you can create with the items that are currently in the room. And that does make it a bit more interesting, because at least it doesn't feel quite as random, but simultaneously you don't have a whole plan ahead, and I do kind of like that idea a bit. But I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. That's the final summary of that whole story. I want to do something with the character, but I don't know what or when. But I'll get around to it someday. For now, though, we still got plenty of things left to do. But if I ever am in need of really specific things, then that might just be the character to do it as. That's specifically not quite the thing that I want. It's close, but not quite, unfortunately. So we'll just leave that alone. Should I do the rest of the floor? I guess I probably should. Should at least look for it. At any point that I have a chance to get gulp pills, and a lot of them, I will take the opportunity, unfortunately. And also it's just a little bit safer to do the whole floor, I suppose. At the end of the day, it is a bit of a safer method to make sure that you get as much out of your run as possible. 2 stone chests could be okay, but nah. I'm just gonna go to the boss for Necropolis 1. This run is going slower than I had anticipated. I mean, I guess that's just because of how I'm playing, but still, I somehow thought that I was further into the run than I was. I could make it even slower by just using that sacrifice room for a while, but didn't expect that. Give me a piece of bandage girl. Thank you. It's 2 pieces already. With that R key, I'm feeling confident. I do not feel confident. Also, I'm not sure that if we use the R key, that on the next run, it's just going to be, even if we get a horseman, it'll just be meat cubes instead, because it resets it. Even if we even find a horseman. There's a lot of ifs to that equation right there, but it would be really nice. Because I think at most right now, we could get 3 pieces. Mostly because we didn't find one in the caves. And we could technically find one in the womb. We're getting... That's conjoined, right? It should be. Yeah. That's nice. That's good. Let's just destroy these. I would like the brain worm again as well, I guess. It's always a fun combination. Judgment. Good. 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 Quadruple good. I didn't actually think that there would be a super secret room there. I mostly just threw it there and it worked out, so that's nice. But this is going to speed up life a little bit now that we have those 3 hitty sticks at our disposal. We can use Yera in the chest, which is mostly why I've been saving it. That's an Eternal Heart, which could end up working out. I would like to find my shop first before going any further in this floor. Yeah, I could do Hush, I guess, just to get one more shop to increase the chances of getting a school bag as well, but I don't know if that's really worthwhile. I also don't really want to fight Hush with this build because it's still not that good. It's alright. It's doing decent damage for sure, but I'm not that excited about it. Also, I should destroy a shopkeeper, I guess, to really maximize that. A devil deal chance. I might as well just play this as safely as possible. Okay, ended up playing that a lot less safe than expected because of all the rocks I accidentally destroyed, but fair enough. No soul heart. Let's just slash through. Can we throw 3 bones as well? Oh yeah, that's neat. Look at that. How neat is that? Isn't that? Yeah, it's really neat. That's what I thought. Real neat indeed. What's over here? Red chest, 2 pills. Unidentified. Tears up. Well. Oh well, I'll take that. That could have been a lot worse. But it's still not the one that I want, unfortunately. Let's just shoot this wall for a bit. I think I would have hit that by now. Similarly, that one's not gonna have it because the door is there. Accidentally attacked this man's. Not sure why those tears were getting blocked, but I have to assume it was probably the bandage ball, which I'm very grateful for. Very good. Greed? No. I mean, BFF is pretty good, but again, it's not quite what I'm looking for. Blow you up, though. I have a lot of big friends now. Look at how big Lil Haunt is. It's Lil Big Haunt. That famous PlayStation game. How lovely. Let's see. There we go. There's greed. Oh, nice. Alright, so that's that, I suppose. I guess onwards we go to the mom fight. Might as well heal up with this red heart over here. Get an eternal heart. Hopefully not lose that during the mom fight, but feeling a little bit more confident. Now it's this mom. This particular champion isn't too bad usually. Those are words to lose your things to, but it worked out. We were going up. Just checking that one more time just in case, but it's correct. That is Incubus. Or Guppy's Eye. I don't know how good Incubus is with the Forgotten even. I guess I'll take both. We'll just take that like that, and let's take that like that. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, he's got little bones as well. Oh, that's wonderful. I cannot currently turn back into the ghost, unfortunately, because we did use up all of our soul hearts there, so I'm hoping that's not going to be a problem. But it does motivate me to go look for some soul hearts on this floor, at least, because yeah, being the ghost has its perks for sure. Having a little bit of extra range, a little bit of extra protection as well. I feel really slow suddenly. I'm not sure what's happening there, but probably my imagination. And then there's stuff like this where I can't quite grab it because my little fingies are not quite long enough, but yeah, fair enough. Also, enemies like that would be a little bit safer to kill with... I guess I could just throw bones at them, but it's not quite the same, is it? But also, if we get another devil deal on this floor, it would be nice to have the ghost available for that. Don't know if there's any tinted rocks here, but if I do this, that'll get rid of some of it, right? Yeah. It's not the most effective way, but it works. Oh, it actually does work pretty well once it starts hitting, I guess. That's... Is that Lilith? Yeah, it is Lilith. Alright. Might as well with our current build, I suppose. We have a lot of familiars already. So might as well increase the size of our party here. Just Monstro left, not a worry. Maybe I'm feeling slow because I took damage and I have the wind thing. Yeah, that makes sense. Distant Admiration isn't terrible, so I'll take that, I suppose. Not sure if there's tinted rocks here. I have been looking, but also this is a bit awkward, isn't it? Stuff like that. It's just a little bit more awkward. Definitely not undoable, but just a bit less nice. Just because it's not great to be throwing bones at enemies. It's just not that effective usually. Maybe it's just comparatively as well. It's not that the actual attack isn't that strong, but it's just that compared to swinging your bone, it's just a lot worse. But I don't know. All I know is I'm going to throw some bones at this thing and hope that it's going to open up a secret room. Doesn't look like it though. And we'll try to bomb it real quick just in case. Okay. I'm assuming that it will probably work to just throw the bones at it, but I'm not 100% sure. And that is why I'm a little concerned. That is a speed up right there. Completely intentional. I'll take death for this room. That might just make life a lot harder. But it's clearing up the world, so no worries there, I suppose. We'll once again have to awkwardly throw bones at these enemies because they explode a bit too much for my taste, but we're making it through. There's the red heart I was looking for. I was tempted to heal up before going in here, but then I didn't. That's the end of that story right there. We'll just look around here for another rock with a little X on it, but not finding anything here, unfortunately. This isn't too bad if I'm just running the entire time. God, really no soul hearts anywhere to be found, surprisingly enough. Whoops, don't do that. Come on. Open up and let me destroy you. I'd be surprised if there wasn't a super secret room there. Okay, yeah, definitely opens it up if it feels like it, so that's good at least. Sun card, not bad. Blow you up. But I really would have liked to find a soul heart on this floor. That would have been really nice for sure, but I definitely feel like it's here, right? No, it's not. I was so confident about the whole thing too, but no. Could be next to the big room, I guess, or like in this direction. I really hope it's not next to the big room, because then I'm just going to be awkwardly throwing bones at walls and hoping. And I guess it's an effective strategy, but it's just... I just wish I knew. I miss my blue map. It's always nice to have a blue map. It really simplifies a lot of things at the end of the day. There's a soul heart in there. So we'll just... Well, half a soul heart, which is genuinely enough. It honestly gets the job done for my purposes. Which is devil deals and opening up secret rooms as long as there's not a troll bomb there. That would have been a good way to lose this run. Would have been a very guaranteed way to lose that run as well. If I take a hit by anything as the ghost right now, I'm dead. So, and that will end the run, unfortunately. It doesn't work like devil deals. That you can just go back into your body and call it a day. It is just death. So, was a little bit close to that explosion as well, but it worked out. It worked out. You can even see what's inside the flames, which is neat. But there you go. Alright, that was a long journey to get half a soul heart. I'd say that was arguably worthwhile. I will actually enter my curse room as well, because I can just fly in there as the ghost and then quickly turn back. That is a dead cat. That is a dead cat right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick that up as the ghost and actually gain health. Because, yeah, it just sets your health to 1, so it ended up working out. Look at that. We found a soul heart in a way. It was a long journey, but we now have 2 guppy pieces. We have 9 lives. We have the matriarch to have some fun with, which is a sentence no one's ever said before, because quite frankly the matriarch is a jerk, but fortunately we have Stick, and Stick is very strong. Growth hormones is very tempting here. I will just go in here first. That's money equals power. That's another baby, which I don't really need, but I don't mind money equals power. So let's just take that as you. Get the soul hearts back. Get a free bone heart for my troubles. Kind of didn't notice the bone heart earlier, otherwise I probably would have taken it as the Scully man, but you know, what are you gonna do? We're making progress. I'm feeling confident that we can beat this run, and by the time that this run is beaten, I will have waited long enough for my washing machine to be done. So all in all, at the end of the day, we're all happy, we're all pleased, and we're all not in trouble with large amounts of evil enemies that are surrounding us. Even my flames are really big. That's interesting. I actually didn't know that. But Soul of Isaac is my preferred method of transportation compared to... I threw away Yara somewhere along the line, didn't I? Yeah. But I guess Soul of Isaac is going to do effectively the same thing. I didn't even realize I did that. When was that even? I mean, it was for the Sun card, probably. But I have no memory of that at all. Fair enough, I suppose. It's not the end of the world, but it's just it's a silly thing to do for sure. I don't mind it. Destroy that. I could also use Soul of Isaac somewhere else, which is kind of like if I get a nasty Devil Deal, I could just turn that into maybe something good instead, so that could be nice. Hoping that's gonna work out. I don't see tinted rocks here, and I'm just gonna assume they're not there. There was a bag, a sack, I guess, with not much interesting inside it, but still, it surprised me when it opened. I was not aware there was a bag underneath me, so that was a fun little surprise. I'm not sure, is there red hearts? There is red hearts on this floor, so I could just enter the curse room again. It's been working out for me so far, I'd say, so... well, that's a teleport to the Devil Deal, I'm fairly sure, because there's nothing there. And there's a red heart there, so that's good. And that's Krampus. No worries. We have many sticks. If I move that a little bit closer, then I won't have to walk back again. There we go. What convenience. Now we no longer need to enter the curse room anymore either, because we more or less took everything in there, so that's nice. I'm kind of tired of looking for gold pills, because pills just aren't appearing, so fair enough on that front as well, I suppose. And yeah, we're reaching about the end of this floor as well. Charge Penny doesn't really help me as much as range does, I think. Just gonna bomb this because I'm lazy. There we go. You remember what I said about pills? Because I sure don't. It was way too long ago. Health down. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate for sure. That's a trinket. Don't really care. I think it opens up shops for free. I think that's that one. There's a skull there that I just used one of my flames on, so that's another solid choice. It's great choices all around, but it's working out. It's working out. Even though we got a health down, I'm not overly concerned, I suppose, because my damage is seemingly fairly okay. We've already gone into the Devil Deal here because Krampus was there. But we're making decent progress towards not pressing the R key and also making it to the end, I suppose, so pretty good. Over here we have a chest with... What is that? I can't tell what that is. What is that? It's a card. Oh. I really struggled to tell what that was for some reason. I'm not sure why. I'm just gonna use this. What are you doing here? How is this an acceptable thing to put into an enemy challenge? What are... Oh, God. I made mistakes. The mistakes was trying to figure out what was inside a golden chest that was just a card. That was really the only thing I got out of it as well. It was really not worth my time. Kill these last, hopefully get a health up. Give me that heart. I guess it's technically a heart. I should have been more specific. Should have been more specific for sure, because I would love some more bone hearts, but at the end of the day, that's fine, I suppose. Really worryingly low amount of soul hearts this run, though. I mean, we got a couple. There was that one time where the entire room, the boss room, was filled with hearts, I suppose, but still, I would still like a couple more. A couple soul hearts here and there. Oh, well, there you go. That's the way the game works. You just ask, and then it's there very shortly afterwards, continuously. I'll take the Eternal Heart a little bit later. Probably on the way back. I will actually return for that because that is pretty nice. That's a little ghost. That is a bomb. Oh, God. Honestly, not the worst thing in the world with this character, but also we're just getting soul hearts all over the place now, so that's appreciated. Much appreciated. I don't know where my super secret room is. Have I tried that rock? Nah, it's not over there. Could be over here. Could not be over there. Definitely not over there, but, you know, it would have been nice. But I would like to find it. Could actually be feasibly in this room. Yeah, there you go. I don't want to bother. I did say I wanted soul hearts, but then the game gave me 3 of them and then just called it a day, so I'm not gonna... I've had enough. I've had enough soul hearts, I'd say. I am pleased with my current soul heart experience. I mean, I'm not really interested in trinkets either, I suppose, so... We're just gonna play this fight nice and safe. Slowly but surely. Ish. And before you know it, Isaac is gonna call himself a winner. And just press this random keyboard button that he found somewhere in a room. And then do it all over again. I, for one, cannot wait. Where is my secret room? Could be next to this one, I think. Feasibly. But probably not, though. Could also just check what's inside those red chests rather than opening them and having spiders come out, but, you know. I've made my choices. I stand by every action I've ever done. In this video game. I mean, there's spiders again, but I'm still gonna open it. It's just a fun thing to do. I should probably also just blow up shopkeepers in case I can get another 50% off, but I feel like the odds of that are not in my favor. Got some consumables. Well, there's a curse room right there that I can just enter for free, I suppose, with Leviathan part in there. Is that a full Leviathan? Yeah, it is. That's lovely. Now I actually have flight on the Bone Boy. Well, I guess it was kind of worthwhile to actually explore the rest of this floor, because that is just a nice thing to have. It does simplify the second run through this whole ordeal, and I think with that I will just go to the chest. And hopefully not... I can't even get a Curse of the Blind because I have the thing. The black candle, so that's looking pretty good as well. Nice and nice. Slipped rib has appeared in the basement. Definitely an item that is in the game. Those are all terrible. I might actually look for a Yera first. Just to see, just in case, you know, because I feel like that would be a good place to use a Yera as well. If we don't find a Yera, that's okay at the end of the day, but if we do find one, that would be lovely. Otherwise, I can still just use Soul of Isaac there and it'll reroll those things, but it would be nice to just reroll a few more things at the same time. Bob's Rotten Head. There is... there is also a thing where you have to die to Bob's Rotten Head or Ipecac. And I do still need to do that, but maybe this is not the run to do that. Although I'm curious if it counts if you do it with, if you do it with 9 lives. I actually don't know if that works. I'm a little curious about it for sure. It would only cost me 1 life. I might try that after we've killed Isaac. Just because I'm a little bit curious about it for sure. Let's just touch this. Make sure it doesn't appear again. I'm leaving that over there as well so I can yeah, deal out with that. Actually, well, I will just leave the Archie over here. Which, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do that because before you know it, I find some weird way to get an IMR room somewhere halfway through this and ruin my day again. So let's just carry that around for now. Let's just not worry about this whole ridiculous idea for now and move on. If I can leave some soul hearts on the floor, that'd be lovely as well, but it does mean that I'm not too worried about taking damage during all of this, which is quite nice. I might just run into the blue baby, I guess, as well. Just a little bit here and there to take some extra damage from that. Because it is gonna... I'm gonna make sure it's gonna be the ghost that dies, because I'm not sure how 9 lives works in terms of reviving, and if it's gonna get rid of all my bone hearts as well. I have to assume it probably does. I'd rather obviously not, but it would be nice if it didn't. If it did, then it's fine. Yeah, you get the idea. Everything's okay. It's really the main thing you have to take away from this, but I am curious. God, this build is pretty damn good though. Ooh, that's a pretty good way to lose health. Actually, it's not really that good of a way to lose health because I have Polaroid, but it's a good way to give a bunch of hearts to one beggar. Unidentified pill, that's kind of interesting. Not sure if we found balls of steel yet, but don't mind finding out. god, this is not really that interested in giving me an item, unfortunately. Let's see. Friends till the end. Wonderful. She should probably give some coins to the coin beggar as well, because they usually tend to give like a health item at times. They can also give a blue map, which is kind of nice. So I might go for that in a bit. We have 2 soul hearts on our ghost friend right now. So that's also good. I also need to make sure I don't miss. Do I have spectral tears? Oh god. This might be fairly impossible to actually pull off properly, I'm realizing. Which is a bit of a worry, but we have 1 shot. I might as well try. If it fails, it fails, but it's not the end of the world, I suppose. But it would be nice if we could just hit ourselves with it. Let's just do that. Where's a red heart? I would just like to heal a little bit before we do the Isaac fight, because I would like to do it as quickly as possible. I guess half a heart is enough, since we're taking full hearts of damage anyway, and it's gonna round in a positive way, so that's also quite good. Alright. Blue Bab. We are attacking rather quickly. So that's nice. Will not take the hit here. That was really close. Oh my god. I didn't even think about when I turned back into a skeleton either that was going to be a problem, but it was. It was definitely a problem. Alright. Well, fine. It's a lot of pills. Verp. I'm drowsy. Unidentified. Shot speed down. Wow. It's unfortunate. We're finding a lot of verps, but nothing that quite works out for what I want. But I think what I want to do is throw Bob's rotten head as the ghost. And then just go back to my body, go back again to the thing. It's like a whole thing. But I think this might work in terms of trying to die to my own explosion. So let's see if this works out. Something like this. There we go. That does not count, and I lost a bunch of health. Alright, well, fair enough. I can at least get some health back here and there, so that's at least something. But that's unfortunate. I would have not been super surprised had that worked, since I am technically still dying to my own Bob's rotten head explosion. Or is it Bob's brain? Oh, jeez. Maybe I misremembered. But if it is Bob's rotten head, I'm a little annoyed. Because that should have worked, I feel. Would have been nice. Would have been nice is all I'm saying. Oh well. That's okay. At the end of the day, it's not the end of the world, but it's still, it's just a little annoying, isn't it? Okay, I don't know where my super secret room is. I don't really feel like looking for it, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna open all of these. We're gonna touch this. And we're gonna use Soul of Isaac. And those are good items. That's good. That's good. That's good. And that's interesting. Yeah, this'll work. This'll beat Mother, probably. I'm hitting with so many bones. Let's see, Verp, something's wrong. There's a pill over there as well. All my pills might be slightly different now that we can't get bad pills anymore, so I'm just quickly checking it out. Explosive diarrhea. And for good measure, just because otherwise, okay, yeah. Yeah, I figured I'd try it at least a little bit, and yeah, it was just right there. So, all right, our key. There is that. There is a library. It's got 4 books. They're all not quite the book I wanted it to be. But that's unfortunate. I'll take this one, I suppose. Actually, I'll take Necronomicon. You know what? Let's just take that. Why? I don't question to have. I don't pretend to have all the answers. I'm just here to pick up the Necronomicon and leave with it. That's the only thing I got on my mind. Okay, yeah, that's probably a little bit more tempting. I'm not sure if we're getting different pills, but I think we do. Plus, they're all going to be, well, good, at least. Or at least kind of, so that's quite nice. Would love to actually see a pill somewhere in this run, though, but we'll see what we can get, I suppose. Ooh, I'm attacking slow. One thing that I did kind of forget is that my tear rate was really high because of the gusty thing, and I haven't taken damage on this floor yet. So it's going to take a minute to attack, but whenever I do, it's going to be pretty effective. Ooh, crawl space. That's exciting. Where is my super secret room? It's very windy outside. I hope you aren't bothered by the wind sounds that you may or may not hear. That kind of looks like an Nightmare room, but it's not quite. Range up, tears up. Yeah, I'll take that forever. Range up doesn't really hurt me. I guess I can probably just destroy these with the flames as well, so I probably should be doing that also. Should be picking up money as well, because I got money equals power for the first time in my life. Not sure if there's a tinted rock in that room. There's too many rocks. I don't want to think about it. Let us go into that crawl space in a minute. Yeah, that works. Oh, God. This is probably better. So I'm gonna take it, yeah. That's probably better, so I really should be taking that. Yeah, I'll take another friend. We could always use more friends in this party town. Yep. And onwards we go. Yeah, I have to go to Mother. Yes. A decent amount of soul hearts. We got 8 lives remaining. Mysteriously, we lost one of them. Not sure what happened there. We get a nice blessing to take us to Mother as well. Jawbone has appeared in the basement for beating the chest. Little spewer. Oh, we did get it. Okay, it just didn't show up immediately. That's weird. Okay, cool. Okay, so that does actually work with 9 lives, because that is the unlock you get for destroying yourself with that. So that's good. I'm happy about that. Tears up no longer affects me. That's worrying because my tear rate is 1, but you know. Yeah, that's really cool. I'm actually very pleased that that ended up working, because that's a weird unlock that is very easy to forget. Also, remember that thing that I was saying? That I was gonna press the wrong button to turn into a ghost? That just happened. So I'm very happy it took until we actually used up the R key until that happened, because God, that would have been so annoying. Simultaneously, I have found ways to ruin runs afterwards before, so let's not count our blessings just yet. But we do have the Lord of the Flies transformation, so that's kind of nice, I suppose. Could go for the leech as well if I really wanted to, but not that interested. Bad gas. Ooh, present. PhD, I'll take that. Health up, very nice.
Health up.
Where do I want to put the present? Because genuinely I have no more directions to go into with this character once we're done with this. So really, I don't want another R key with this character unless we can find Clicker somewhere in the run, and well, I guess I want an R key just for the sake of trying to get even more chance of getting Vert, or Gulp rather, but that's not really that fun, so I'd rather not bother. God, the Robo Baby is even just destroying all these enemies at the start, probably because it's a big Robo Baby, but still, it's pretty impressive, honestly. Where's the secret room? Have I found a secret room already? No. That would have been my guess for secret room places for sure, but there are weirder ones like this. Or perhaps even this here. Maybe over here? Next to the shop, maybe? Where is my secret room? I genuinely can't find it. This is ridiculous. Is it next to the curse room? Well, that's something at least. I forget what this actually even is. I think you can do something with it and it's good, but I think you give health to it. And then you can at least you can get rid of broken hearts, which is a mechanic we haven't even seen yet. And I was kinda banking on the fact that once we'd actually find the confessional, that it would just have a little tooltip because of one of the mods and just says, oh, it does this and this and this, but it doesn't. So I'm gonna leave that a surprise for now. That's Greed's Gullet, but that's Lost Contact. I can take both. Oh my god, am I gonna have a buttload of health? Yes. Yes, that is what's happening today. Okay, yeah, because that's gonna give me health for the amount of money I have, and I don't really want to spend money because I have money equals power, so more likely than not, we're just gonna have a large quantity of health. I guess I'm just gonna try it once. I think, did that give me a soul heart? Doesn't always pay out. Let's just try this once. Oh, that's better. Yeah, Polaroid. Forgot I had Polaroid. Ooh, Angel Room chance. That's actually not bad. And we get a soul heart from that. Yeah, I'll just play this for a while. With Polaroid, it's not too terrible because of the shield. Even if it doesn't pay out all the time, it's at least occasional soul heart. Alright, fair enough. Well, we got 100% Angel Room chance, so that's pretty fun. Yeah. Yep. That one. So much for that 100% Angel Room chance. I mean, Lusty Blood is good, but I'm not that interested. I'd rather have Angel Rooms, honestly. But, you know, I guess that's a thing, so that's fun, I guess. I forgot to actually use my present. Fortunately, the Devil Deal's still open, so that works out. Sister Maggie, join the club. Very nice. Alright. What's this? Magician? Not that interested. I'll take it, though. Probably better than bad gas at the end of the day, I suppose, but not super excited about it. Also, I have Verp now in my hand. I guess Verp was on the way. This run is making me feel a little loopy, but we're making it to the end. That's what's important. We have a large bundle of friends. We have so much health, more than we know what to do with. And we're having a good time. That's a bunch of cards. Let's explode diarrhea. Do need to turn into the loss at some point as well. I guess I'll do that now. Might as well fight the boss in this floor as well. Do I just get a full map of beat? No, this is probably not a full map, is it? I guess I've just seen a lot of the floor already. And now we have some lost experience. Also with blue flames and everything, so we should know perfectly how to deal with these situations. With relative ease. Because that's how that works. Do I want to go... not sure if I want to bother fighting the boss, because I have to walk all the way there, and it's like really far away, but you know what, let's try it once. And it's that one, but simultaneously our build is stupid because of the arcade, so it doesn't really matter all that much. Unless I cannot physically damage him, that would hurt us a little bit. Okay, there we go. That went a little strange, but I'll take it, I suppose. Do we have Spun yet? Maybe not, but if we don't, we have it now. Yep. Now we have Spun. Alright, that's good. Ooh, health up. We were running a little bit low on our health situation after all. Also, I'm curious if the Forgotten just... if he ever really is the lost, but I have to assume he probably is. Oh well. Either way. We got Spun, so that's at least some extra damage, which we were running a little low on, so it's nice to have that extra safety net over there. Our damage is a nice 19 now, so makes me feel a little bit safer. D7. Decided to risk it, not really sure why. That's a speed up trinket, which is not bad, but I think my speed is okay at this stage. What we're gonna do... just gonna try this again, because I feel like this has been working out. I'm surprised you hit me one more time before all that happened. Chariot, might as well. Might as well use that to just give this one a few more hearts. Really though? There you go, that's all I was asking for, the potato peeler. to get more cubes of meat. That's the item I was looking for. I guess the one thing I kind of forgot about the second loop through is that we're not actually going to get horsemen. Because we're taking the alternate path. I did not consider that even a little bit, but no well. Just making sure we're not missing out on anything good here. I'm just taking the Eternal Heart immediately because I believe in myself, but also we have 2 Bone Hearts worth of protection here, so it's probably going to be okay. Let's see if I calm down a little. Because I couldn't attack him for a while there. I'm not really sure why. There's perfection. I guess I'll take the speed up. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. That seems okay. Do I want perfection? It's kind of fun. Yeah, it is kind of fun. I don't know how long it's gonna last because I'm not exactly trying to avoid damage or anything, but... Did I not go into the mines? Nope. Pretty sure I can go into the mines from here though, right? So, also we got a planetarium, we feel pretty. But I should probably pay a little bit more attention from this point on because those are mistakes that you cannot make. Also, I just walked into a fly. Lost that perfection immediately. There's an Eternal Heart in that chest. I'm going to speed it up a little bit though, because we are just... as fun as it is that we're spending our time here. I wouldn't mind getting to the end of this. That's the bad PhD. Which I'm not really even sure what would happen at this stage. That's a flashlight, which could be okay, but I don't really want to spend the money on it, I guess. But yeah, I wouldn't mind being done before my washing machine starts yelling at me, because it's like a whole thing. Broken modem. I mean, it's pretty horrendous, but I actually don't mind it with a build like this, because it's... we got so much going on at this point that it doesn't really matter too much. But it is going to sort of cause weird effects at times, and overall just give us a slightly worse experience, so, you know, it's the perfect item when you think about it. Carrion Queen. Alright, please have a mines entrance, otherwise I'm going to be miserable. There we go. I'll also take the health regen. Not terrible. This should take us to mines 2, I do believe, so that allows us to get the next key piece, and then I just need to remember to put my hearts in the door rather than jumping down the hole immediately. And if we can do that, we are good to go. Also, I need to find some buttons. I guess I could just not go for buttons either. I could technically do it the flight way. Oh, we made friends. That's nice. Ah, box of spiders. More progress towards the spider transformation that I always remember the name of. But this is a thing you can do with flight. You can just go. Ooh, I feel slow now though. Ooh, we have a lot of friends with us, which I didn't think would join us. I'm surprised they joined us. I don't know if that's because I just flew in there or if there's another reason, but yeah, fair enough. We can at least turn into the ghost as well during this, which is a method of flight and as such allows you to do probably some shenanigans. Ugh. I'm gonna take that coin, but oh jeez. I wanted it so bad, but I could have just flown to that door, for instance, but I'm so used to pressing buttons during this, and it's just so exciting to press a button at times. Alright, we should probably just do this properly. Yep, very good. A perfectly thrown bomb. Come on. Oh, God. Please don't look. There we go, we did it. 3 times is the charm. There we go, that does save some effort. This is kind of nice to get out of the way. Ooh, I didn't expect him to actually go in that direction when that happened. Because I was kind of trying to bait it out, but not very well. Also, the flies are kind of struggling to do anything with this, unfortunately. Also, we can just skip half of it. Oh, yes, yes we can. Yes, we can barely skip a little bit of it. Very nice. Oh, we're fast again. How nice it is to run like the wind. Alright, so that's the key pieces done. From this point on, it is just a matter of reaching the end. I have given up all hope of ever finding a gulp pill in this run, because quite frankly I've eaten so many pills and nothing's working out. There were probably enemies in there, I didn't see them, and also decided to just leave. So there you go. There's no real purpose to the buttons anymore, outside of it just being a lot of fun to press them, of course, so that is an important aspect at the end of the day. It does create some fun screen shake, and everyone loves a bit of screen shake in their lives, of course. That's why I incorporated it in every run. You could see that bone like slightly stop in midair, and that's the broken modem doing that. Mostly what it does is make it really confusing where you're supposed to stand when you're trying to dodge something, and that is the ultimate purpose of the item. You could argue that there's probably positives to it, that the tier gets stopped and you have some little more time to like dodge stuff. But I would argue it's exclusively a negative, because it just makes it completely unpredictable. Oh, some of these waves are our friends. That's a surprise. I'll take it, I suppose. They're all in love with me as well once I get close to them, and that's my whole character. So it's convenient. It's not the most difficult Great Gideon fight I've ever had, I suppose. I'll take the Devil Deal. After... it takes the Bone Heart. Ah, well, I guess that's fine. There's a red heart in there. I think we have enough friends, but do we ever really have enough friends when you really think about it? When you really think about it, do we ever have enough friends? Exactly. You can always have more friends, and that's what we're here. That's what we're about. We got a knife. We got good stuff. I'm skipping the dream sequences mostly by accident, but simultaneously don't hate it either to speed up the run a little bit. There's Mom's razor from a button. We get the Yes Mother transformation. Something's throwing bones at me. I'm not even sure what, but sure. All in all, we're looking victorious. There could be tinted rocks there. That is... yeah, that's a lot. That's a bit too much. Because that's guppy. That's a bit too much to just lay on the floor, unfortunately. So we're just gonna have to take that. The room pretty much died on its own, so that's also pretty good. There were 2 soul hearts here. I've apparently already picked them up, so that's also looking pretty good. There's a charge key there. Little ghost. Super secret room? No. Maybe over here though? Seems plausible enough. There's a health up pill somewhere. There we go. The regular secret room, which I don't mind either. Health up on the ghost is just going to give you soul hearts as well, so it's definitely worthwhile to try and look for those. And I probably should have been picking up more money because somehow I'm still not at max money, but it's mostly just because I've been avoiding picking up much of anything, really. So that makes sense in the grand scheme of things, I suppose. I feel like you're not really getting the full effect of my planetarium item, unfortunately, because having enemies be charmed when they get close to you, actually pretty useful on characters like the Lost and stuff, on occasion. I say on occasion because it can also lead to kind of awkward situations where enemies just end up walking towards you with even more intensity, which isn't great, but often you just have enemies fight each other the moment they get close to you, and that can be pretty good. There's an item called where you're scary as well, which doesn't quite have the same effect, but it's it scares them away, as the name implies. And you can get some good stuff with that going as well in terms of safety with characters like the Lost. Oh, we didn't have that unlocked yet. Alright. That's an unlock for getting 10 tiers up pills or items in one run. And I was curious when I read about that if I had unlocked it yet, but now we do. Now we do. So that's good. It's nice to get that out of the way. Vision. I'll use that on the next floor, actually. I don't mind that. And let's just shoot this wall because the fairy was going towards it. That's another guppy piece right there, just for free. Reasonable. The siren. That was a great fight. I don't think I can get more tier 8. And we also already just got the achievement for the multiple tier 8 items. Also, I changed back into a skeleton too quickly and therefore didn't get the soul heart from picking up that health up. All in all, good choices were made. Let's go into the curse room real quick. Pill in there. Range up. That was apparently... Oh, that was one of my allies, I guess. Oh, maybe that's what's happening every now and then, that I get confused about what's going on. It's probably just one of my allies doing stuff. That would not be the strangest explanation for some of the things that are happening that I can't quite explain myself. Let's just take that Justice Card real quick. Ignore all the flames trying to shoot me. And let's just use the sacrifice room to teleport to the lamb and end the run by accident. As all good people should. Flight definitely makes some of these rooms very different. And I appreciate it. Item room, waiting for us over here. Abel, oh yeah. Haven't seen Abel in a bit, but here we go. The one and only. Supposedly Abel is a little bit better than the terribleness that he usually was. I guess it's part of the conjoined transformation, which is kind of okay in some regard, because I do like me that transformation. But I don't fully remember how he was better again. There was some way, but I don't really remember. It doesn't really matter at this point. Just gonna leave all that. Just gonna leave all this. Just gonna run for it. I think we've dilly-dallied enough. We are killing enemies in one hit. We probably don't need to work so hard anymore. We are probably okay to just go for it. Horsebill. Big health up. Oh. Very safe. I'll save that for now. Plus it's a fun icon to see in the bottom right. It's nice and rounded. I appreciate it for one. Alright. Can we beat Mom's Foot? Yes. We already have a negative, right? Or no, we have a Polaroid. I'll take the negative then. Because we don't particularly need 2 Polaroids. We did get hit there. It was a close fight, but we managed to get through it. And my washing machine is doing the loud spin section of the washing section. So I'm curious to see if we can make it in time before my time has run out and I have to take laundry out of the washing machine. Who's still on? But I'm feeling fairly confident with the amount of speed we currently have in terms of traversing these floors. I think we're also just getting multiple pickups at times from that broken modem instead of just one, which is... I didn't know it did that. But it does seem to be doubling the pickups from time to time. I appreciate it. I wonder if these enemies really do me any harm if they start jumping towards me but then realize they're in love with me. It's a weird realization to make halfway through a jump, I suppose, and it might be too late to actually stop jumping at that stage. Hard to tell. Not even sure how one of them died, but I'll take it. That's a lot of pills. I guess if I do this, right? And then do this, do I get another horse? Oh, wow. That's neat. That's good to know, I suppose. For any future horse pill related shenanigans. This is a terrible room, even with flight, really. Didn't expect for it to be rooms that are actually even slightly tricky with this build, but there is still some very specific movement-based problems in our way at times. That's interesting. Also, I feel like we lost a bone heart, but didn't. Like, I'm not sure what happened there. It's always Rotcut. Because it seems like I heard this sound, I'm fairly sure. I don't know if that's Greed's gullet doing some work there, or something else is going on with it. I mean, if I suddenly have infinite health, I guess I don't mind. I guess that's okay. Genesis. In all other instances, I would take Genesis, but not today. I think we're good. Because Genesis is a fun item, because you can re-roll like your whole build, and I think you go to the next floor immediately afterwards, but I'd rather just finish this run with what we have. I think I'm fairly satisfied with what we got. I also don't want to spend the next 5 minutes rebuilding my build, because you're picking up... You basically just get to pick between 3 items for each item that you have or something like that, and we have a million items right now, so I'd rather not bother with that right now. How am I confused by this room every time? They're in the corners. They're always in the corners. I mustn't forget. And yet I do continuously. There we go. A chest with a chest inside. With a card to the Emperor. I'll take that. Saves me some work. Let's do this. How quickly can we do this with this build? The answer is probably reasonably. Honestly? Oh, and Infamy's helping out as well? That's nice. Because there were definitely 2 tiers that were trying to hit me there that suddenly just made me flash instead. There we go. Boop. Oh, the broken modem, right. That's also a thing that happens, I suppose. Might as well chill over here with my piercing tears and my good times. We have the guppy transformation, so we're actually going to shoot some flies as well. We have Tiny Brim, which I often forget about. And we have managed to beat Mother with the Forgotten. And also got some other weird unlocks that I genuinely kind of forgot about or was vaguely aware of but wasn't sure if we got them or not. So all in all, pretty good Forgotten run. We only have greedier mode to do with this character and then we're actually done with them. So yeah, we're making some decent progress in these non-tainted characters so far. So, well, on some of them. Then we still have some other things to do as well, but we're making it. We're getting there. Either way, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Next time we play, we'll be doing another one with a different character, and I hope to see y'all there. Bye-bye.